everyone, today we will be completing the perpetual inventory card for the product pairs which in light syrup. Each case comes with 6 cans that are 100 ounces each. Now starting off on September 1st, we have about 37 cans. So let's put that into our first column right here. Thereafter, we know that the latest purchase price is $0.97 per can, so that is our cost per tin. Can put that in as well. Now, in order to figure out the total value, we take the latest purchase price, multiply that by our total number of cans, which is 35, and we get $33.95. Then on September 2nd, we lose about 12 cans, and our balance is 23 cans. And since the cost per tin doesn't change, we multiply our total value is $22.31, since we would multiply 97 by 23. Then on September 3rd, we have about 3 new cans come in. 3 new cases. And that gives us a total of 18 cans, because we would multiply the number of cans in each case, which is 6, by 3. Then in order to figure out our balance, we just take our total balance from above, which is 23, and add 18 to it. This gives us a total of 41 cans in our balance. Since the latest purchase price doesn't change, since the latest purchase price does change, it is now $5.99. So in order to figure out the cost per tin, we take $5.99 and we divide it by 6. That gives us $1. In order to figure out the total value, we take the dollar and multiply that by 41. Now, we know that it should give us $41. However, Excel does not read it that way, so we have to round it. And we can do that using the Roundup feature. So the way this works is I open up the cell and I go into the formula bar and I open up and I type in RO. In the drop-down menu, I see the formula Roundup and I double click on it. Here opens up a bracket where my formula can be embedded, which is 41 times $1. Now here I can put a comma and put in the number 2 after the comma. I do this because I want to tell Excel to take the value and round it to 2 digits. Close the bracket and I get $41. Wonderful. Now on September 5th, I lose about 7 cans and I get a balance of 34 cans. Therefore, I take the latest purchase price, which doesn't change, which is still $1, and I'll get the total value, which is $34. Then on September 7th, we have about 12 new cans come in. You can just put that number right in there. And the balance would now be 34 plus 12, which is 46. Now again, the latest purchase price doesn't change, so we can just pull down the $1. Now in order to figure out the total value, we take the 46 and multiply it by $1. And it gives us $46. Then on September 8th, we see about 2 new cases come in, and each case again has 6 cans. So in order to figure out the total number of cans, we just take 6 and we multiply it by 2. Now this gives us 12 cans. So now what we can do, this is in the wrong place. Try that again. 6 multiplied by 2. Now that gives us 12 cans, and in order to figure out the balance, we just take 46 and add 12. And that gives us a total of 58 cans in our balance. Now at this point, as you can see up here, the total, the latest purchase price, it has changed. It is now $6.79. $6.79. So now what we can do is, in order to figure out the cost per tin, just like before, we'll take the $6.79 and divide it by 6, which is the number of cans in each case. And that gives us $1.13. Now, in order to figure out the total value, we take 58 and multiply that by $1.13. Now that gives us 65.64. So now what we'll do is use the roundup feature again. As before, we'll open up the cell, go into the formula bar, type in RO, double click on it, which opens up our bracket, erase the cell numbers and put in 58 multiplied by $1.13, comma 2, so that it rounds it to 2 digits, close bracket and hit enter. And that gives us $65.54 for $65.54 for our total value. Woohoo! Okay, let's keep going. So by September 9th, we lose about 8 cans, which gives us a balance of 54. Then it gives us a total value of $56.50. Then on September 10th, we lose about 5 cans, and that gives us a total balance of 45. And then the latest purchase price hasn't changed. It's still $1.13 at both points. Therefore, we'll have a total value of $50.85. Then on September 12th, if we scroll back up, you can see that we have 3 new cases coming. Once again, what we'll do is we'll take 6, which is the number of cans in each case, and multiply that by the number of cases, which is 3, and that gives us 18 cans. Now, in order to figure out the balance, we'll take 45 and add it to 18, and that gives us 63 cans. Now here again, the total price has changed. It is now $7.09 per case. So in order to figure out the cost per tin, we'll take the latest purchase price, $7.09, and divide that by 6. And that gives us $1.18. So in order to figure out the total value, we'll take $1.18, multiply that by 63, and that gives us $74.45. And what we'll do now is use the roundup feature once more. So going to the formula bar, type in RO, double click roundup, remove the cell numbers, and put in 63 times $1.18, and that will give us a comma and then 2, because we want to multiply by 2, wanted to round by 2 digits, close bracket, hit enter, and we'll get 74.34. This follows this. At this point, you can see that this roundup feature makes sure that our Excel calculations match our handwritten calculations. So now on September 16th, we lose about 55 cans. So we get a total of total value of $64.90. September 17th, we lose about 8 cans. Total value is $57.82. September 25th, we lose about 7 cans. Total value is now $49.56. Last but not least, on September 29th, we scroll up. You can see that we have 2 new cases come in, and they are, in order to figure that out, we take 6 and multiply that by the number of cases, which is 2. and that gives us a total of 12 cans. Then in order to figure out the total balance, we'll take our current balance from above, add 12, and that will give us 54 cans. Now here, the latest purchase price is different. It is $8.08. So in order to figure out the cost per tin, we'll take $8.08 and divide that by 6, and that gives us $1.35. Here, in order to figure out the total value, we'll take $1.35 and multiply that by the balance, which is 54, and that gives us 72. Now again, we need to round this, so we'll double click on the cell, go into the formula bar, type in RO, double click Roundup. Now we can put in, now that the open bracket is there, we can erase our cell numbers, put in our actual formula, which is 54 multiplied by $1.35, comma 2, close bracket, and 1 second. Oh, it's supposed to be $1.35, not $1.13. This is what we always needed to make sure we're typing things correctly. Now we can hit enter and we'll get $72.90. Woohoo! We did it! Now we can confirm using our handwritten calculations, and everything adds up. And that is all. We've completed the perpetual inventory card. Thank you so much for listening.